Hi everyone, this is Josh Trentadue of the Millennium Composers Initiative, and we are gearing up for an incredible week at the Midwest Clinic International Band and Orchestra Conference in Chicago. We're so excited to meet with all of you and reconnect with some of you that we met last year, and we're looking forward to an incredible experience. If you're attending the conference this year, be sure to stop by booth number 2008 to meet up to 10 of our members and learn more about our initiative. I'll have more information for you about a new series of concert band miniatures I'm starting next year that you can be a part of. And I may or may not have a discount for 40% off my entire catalog for you that you can check out if you're interested. Be sure to also check out the events featuring the music of our MCI composers this year as well. There's a lot going on, and we have a schedule on our website, the link of which will be in this video description. I am so honored and blessed and feel incredibly fortunate that some of my music will be featured during the conference this week as well, specifically for some of the music reading sessions. This is my second time attending the conference. My first time was last year, and I had such a wonderful experience, even life-changing to an extent. To be able to return to Chicago this year for this conference and to have some of my music featured in some capacity is just, it's mind-blowing. I'm really thankful for this opportunity, and I can't wait to share these pieces with you. It's going to be an incredible week, I think. My first event will be at the Orchestra New Music Reading Session this Thursday at 1 o'clock. They're going to be featuring a work that I wrote for orchestra back in 2018 titled Nature's Light. In my more recent pieces, I've been exploring this idea of nature itself, how it changes over time, how we change over time, are affected by this, and so on and so forth. And so the approach that I took was to ask myself, what could I do with the idea that less is more? And the reason for this is a lot of the pieces that I wrote before this work was created was from a harmonic and melodic and formal standpoint very complex and very intricate, and there's nothing wrong with that, just that my mindset with writing Nature's Light was to go in the opposite direction, see what I could do with, again, the idea that less is more, and what will be created as a result from taking that approach. The second and third pieces that will be featured this week will be for the Jazz New Music Reading Session taking place on Friday at 10:30. The first one is a tune that I wrote called The Dance That Never Was. This is a slow ballad that is actually written for the Suite for Ethereal Planes, which was premiered last October on a collaborative concert between MCI and the Holland Concert Jazz Orchestra. That work was written for HCJO and Kevin Day, who was featured as guest artist on that concert. This tune, The Dance That Never Was, is standalone, and it is essentially a slow ballad for the moments in life that never happened, the opportunities missed, and so on and so forth, and so it explores that in the direction that it goes. On this concert with the Holland Concert Jazz Orchestra last October, Kevin also had the opportunity to premiere a chart that he created a couple years ago for a combo called Windy City. It was based on his experiences attending Midwest Clinic for the very first time, and that's where the title comes from. It's the nickname for Chicago, Windy City. He created this chart for a jazz album that he was looking to put together, but eventually had to postpone. So when the opportunity of this collaborative concert with HCJO came along, it gave him an opportunity to just go back and revisit this tune and see what he could do differently with it. And that was the biggest challenge he faced. Kevin wrote the chart in a specific way for this album that when this concert came along, he had to go back and iron out some of the material to create a greater sense of cohesion and flow and direction to it that would make sense for the chart itself, for this piece. So when I heard this tune for the first time, I immediately went to Kevin and I asked him, would you be interested in seeing this come to life for a big band ensemble, for a jazz ensemble? Because the work has such a wonderful spirit and sense of adventure and positivity to it that I thought would work really well for big band, that they could take all of that and just bring it to life in a whole new way that I think would have been incredibly exciting. Not only am I thankful that Kevin was on board with the idea and was interested in the possibilities as much as I was, but he actually gave me permission to create the arrangement, which was a unique and incredible opportunity for me too, because jazz arranging is something that I haven't really done before. And so what I strove to accomplish with this arrangement of Windy City was to take everything that Kevin already had established in this chart, adapt it for this medium, for big band, and just have them go for it even more and just keep the momentum going. So there's key changes in this that aren't in the original chart, just solos and for some of the players and so on and so forth. And so what I hope from this arrangement is that it captures everything that Kevin created with his chart, and that it gives the players a chance to just go for it and enjoy the ride. This year's Midwest Clinic Conference for me is the opportunity of a lifetime, and I'm so thrilled that I have the chance to come back to Chicago, meet with all of you, and reconnect with those of you who I met at last year's conference. And I'm so thankful that I have the chance to reconnect with my colleagues in MCI, and that we'll be able to tell you more about our initiative and who we are and what we represent. So, if you're attending the conference this year, check out the events featuring our composers. Be sure to stop by booth number 2008 to learn more about us, and I look forward to meeting you, and I hope to see you at this year's Midwest Clinic Conference.